first thing we're going to do is we're going to take off the box. So usually with 2 people it makes it a little easier. We'll grab it from each side and lift up straight. The next thing you're going to need to do is you're going to have to remove the 6 bolts that are on the base of the crate. Lift the crate off by lifting it straight up, similar to the box. So the next thing you're going to have to do is cut the 5 straps that are on your DTV holding it down to the crate. But the first thing you'll do is get your information kit that has your owner's manual. The next thing we'll do is we'll move the handlebar to its upright position. One thing to note is the lever that's at the bottom here, you have to move it like this and pull up. Now, in all the shredders have a piece of electrical tape that protects the on-off switch from being accidentally turned on during shipping. So we'll remove that now. So next we'll remove the bubble wrap from the machine. You can cut the tape that goes up the stem. Okay, so the next thing you're going to want to do is your first pre-ride inspection. So the tools you're going to need is a 5mm Allen key, one that's provided in our basic toolkit, or you can also use an impact gun like this one here. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to first pull off these 8 bolts. Once those bolts are removed, you can lift it up like so. What you're going to check is the oil here. You're going to move the dipstick like so, and you're going to make sure that the oil is at the top hole. So you're going to wipe it down in a horizontal position, put it back in till it clicks, pull it out, and make sure. So it should be around the top hole position. The air breather assembly is strapped to the crate like so. So you just cut these 2 straps to free it from the crate. So after you've checked the oil, the next thing we're going to do is attach the air breather. First step when attaching the air breather is we'll remove this screen plate that will eventually go on the top up here on top of the breather assembly. So this has a certain direction where the holes, the notches are actually further above. So we will push it in like so and lock it into place. Inside of our information kit there is a hose clamp that we will be using to attach the air breather assembly to the airbox. Next step will require a Phillips screwdriver that also comes in a basic tool kit. We'll remove the screw that holds the hose clamp assembly together. We'll grab the air breather assembly and we will gently push it onto the airbox. And we'll stretch the clamp around like so. And we'll push the clamp down near the base like this. We'll push these together. We will tighten the clamp together. Remove the lower handle screws. There's 2 of them on either side. The next thing we'll do is take the screws that we just pulled out and we will align our mounting tab with the screw hole and gently screw it in and tighten it. Do the other side as well. The thing to keep in mind is the air breather is not a snorkel. It's mainly used for applications where there's a lot of flying debris. It's meant to keep the air intake high enough above so that the air filter doesn't get plugged very quickly. So one thing to keep in mind is that there is a front and a back position. So the way to know is that there is a marker cut out here that should align with the rear pivoting mechanism. And once that's aligned, you can put it on like so. Just make sure that the screws are above the holes, rested on top. And a good practice is always just to start the screws. A couple threads. Sometimes you have to push on the back a little just to line it up. Once they're all started, you can tighten them down. Now the next thing we're going to look at is installing the mud flap assembly. Now the mud flap comes like so. Once we remove the packaging, there will be a 10mm with a 13mm hex bolt on the top. We'll unscrew it. And then we will make sure that the rubber portion, the top portion of the mud flap is tucked under the track guards, and we'll push it into place until the threaded section of it is exposed in this hole up here. And we'll tighten it up with a 13mm wrench. The DTV Shredder comes with a ventilation cover that is located in the information kit. This cover gets inserted into the side fairing here, just behind the shock. There's a cutout that matches the shape of the rubber plug, and all you have to do is line it up and push it into place. It is used in environments where the temperature exceeds 100 degrees.
All right, Ryan, thank you very much for showing us how to uncrate the DTV Shredder. Check out our links below on how to ride and the protective gear required for the DTV Shredder, and enjoy your ride.